never see it!
Take that, He-Man.
You know, why the fuck didn't Skeletor ever do that?
I know.
Shit, man, just one fencing lesson, and that's really all it would have taken.
That's the end of it. No, fencing, Trish and I fenced, man. That shit's
Fencing's
hard.
fun, ain't it? I did that
hard,
shit,
though.
man. Yo, I beat this Chinese dude like 5-0 after I was done like I fucking Zorro'd his ass.
Really?
Then the teacher fucking beat me, it made me, you know, kind of embarrassed.
Looked like the little...
Like I had a toothpick.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it is fun, man. I didn't know you guys did fencing.
Yeah, we did fencing for my wife's birthday.
No shit.
Yeah.
I would have liked to see that.
Yeah, it was good. It was fun.
But I guess we're on. We should probably talk comics.
Do we have to?
Yeah, we do. Guys, welcome to the PB show.
Hey.
We're doing segments, but Rich has joined me for this segment, which is based entirely on Spidey, Amazing 700, Avenging 15, and 15.1.
We're talking 700?
We'll talk 7. We didn't really talk 700 the last time. I waited for Superior to come out.
To do 700.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that works.
Obviously, you know, we know Peter Parker died. They had a thing in the villain voice about...
Fucking ruined it for me.
I'm sorry. It's about time you knew.
Okay.
He was dead. He, you know, just in case you've been living under a fucking rock, Doc Ock transferred their minds into different, you know, their separate bodies. He's probably not dead.
No.
And, you know, Parker died. Dan Slott was getting death threats.
Yep.
I actually managed to not threaten his life.
Really?
I just told him it was rubbish. And I told him it was rubbish in...
Did you go to, what was it, Forbidden? No, Jim Hanley's?
No, it was best if I, you know, I didn't
do it in
try
person?
my luck. Yeah.
Yeah.
No. I actually thought about pulling a Rob Liefeld, like you told me that story.
Yeah.
Why don't you tell everybody what happened on that story?
So a buddy of mine used to work on he's worked in the industry and he used to go to a lot of the cons and what have you. And so he was at this one con that Rob Liefeld was at. And this guy comes walking up and he's got like a stack of X-Force and like New Mutants and things like that. And he comes walking up and he puts them down, and one of the books was New Mutants 98, and we all know it was the first Deadpool.
First Cable. Oh, no, that's right.
Deadpool.
Right. Yeah.
You can go Sunspot if you want. No, not, is it Sunspot?
And Gideon.
Gideon, yeah, Sunspot.
And Domino.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So he ends up putting the whole entire stack down, and there was a lot of the X-Force #1s. And Rob Liefeld looks at him, he just starts signing all the books, and he had the New Mutants 98 on the top. He signs New Mutants 98, hands it to him. And then he just stands there and he just keeps on putting them off to the side. And then he just walks off. And he leaves him, Rob Liefeld, with a stack of autographed comics like this. And he's like, sir, you forgot your... And then the artist sitting next to him is kind of like, dude, you just got, like, punked. Like, seriously, man. That's awesome.
Fucking foul. I thought about doing it, but I said, let me not be anywhere near this guy while, you know, Spider-Man was dead at the time. I just think that the whole revolving door of death in comics is getting ridiculous. Especially, like, alright, you know, somebody said this to me the other day when 10, 15, almost 20 years ago this year, they killed Superman.
Yeah.
20 years
93.
God, 20 years.
Uh-huh.
And the whole country had a fucking memorial for Superman. It was on the news. There were people waiting in lines.
The world ended, like, stopped that day. Not ended, but stopped.
And no one could understand, like, how the fuck did they kill the
Superman.
original comic book hero?
Yeah.
And then a year later, much to everyone's thrill, they brought him back.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody was happy. And then, you know, like, oh my god, thank god they brought Superman back. What was comics like without Superman?
But then they did it to Batman. And then they did it to Green Lantern.
At least they didn't kill Batman that time.
Yeah.
They broke his back.
They killed Hal
Jordan.
actually.
They're doing it to the Agent Phil Coleman, too.
Yeah.
You hear
Is he
about
coming
that?
back in Avengers?
He's in the TV series.
Well, I don't understand that.
Yeah, we don't understand that either, but he's in the TV series, and it takes place after the movie.
All right.
So, whatever.
Maybe Doctor Strange will magically fix him, since they're making a Doctor Strange movie. But anyway,
That's what it is.
After Superman, comics were literally like, hey, we could kill all these assholes and just bring them back.
And bring us money.
Yeah.
Because we know that's what it's the driving force.
I remember when nobody knew, you know, and kudos to the Secret Keepers, no one knew that they were going to do it to Captain America.
Yes.
No one fucking suspected it. I was online getting a bagel when I was working, and my cousin texted me and says, my condolences for Captain America. And I said, what? And I ran out to get the books. But
Hold on, I got to stop you there.
Go ahead.
The comic book shop that I was going to, at the time, down one of the mom and pop places down in southern Brooklyn. And he started asking people, you want me to put 25 Captain America 25 in your bin? Sure. Or you want me to hold it on to you? Sure. What happened in 24?
Ah, nice.
And if they didn't know the answer, he didn't put it.
I was reading Captain America. I was on that shit like flies on shit. And I still didn't know.
Yeah.
No one knew. And, you know, obviously you figured they were going to bring Captain America back, but they killed him, and it worked really well with Bucky as Cap and everything.
Yeah.
And then I would have rather him be dead and somehow brought magically back to life than that whole stuck in time bullshit.
Oh,
But
don't
whatever.
get me started on that.
They killed Batman, stuck him in time. Comics...
At the same time.
Yeah.
Because Marvel and DC, no, they're not... That's
Monkey
not
see, monkey do.
You think?
And I think Captain America went first with the whole stuck in time
Yes.
thing. But I'll give Grant Morrison some fucking credit. He does a lot of research before he writes a shitty story.
But does that make it any better?
No. But back in the 70s, when Darkseid showed up, his Omega beams did not destroy you. They literally sent you back in time. Wherever. So, what? He found the fucking one issue that they had that in?
In Jimmy Olsen, like, Superman's pal or something like that.
So, credit where it's due.
Yeah.
But anyway, like, it strikes me as everybody knew that Peter Parker was going to be back. I said it last week. If the fucking episode wasn't late, I said that they were going to use this as an opportunity to tear Spidey down. He's been on top of his game for too long. He's been an Avenger for 8 years. He's been, you know, he's working at Horizon. He's a scientist and everything else.
Like, what now, 50 issues?
Something like that.
Yeah.
Well, let's just say a year and a half, maybe.
Yeah.
Give or take. So they're going to use this to, he's going to alienate all of his friends. His peers are going to hate him because he's acting in here, in Avenging 15. He's a major dick!
I'm gonna get back. Well, I'm gonna save my thoughts on that until we start talking about it.
But, and then all of a sudden, fired. You know, the poster for it came out, like,
Yep.
wow, fucking called it like
you
Babe
knew-
Ruth's cold shot.
But you knew it was coming. The same way at the end of Superior #1, the big surprise.
Was not really surprised, but you know what surprised
you
me?
knew it was.
Here's what surprised me, that they did it so quickly.
You know what I thought was gonna happen? Once again, should I save that for later?
Go! When is later? When is then? Now!
Soon.
Now!
The future of then will now be then soon. So yeah, like I thought it was gonna be one of those the big surprise ending. I thought it was gonna be Miguel comes back from the future, and all of a sudden he's like shit's like all messed up in the future, and now all of a sudden like we got 2099, Spidey Miguel O'Hara floating around because that was the big red herring.
That, yeah, everybody did. They dropped you a lot of hints. I even thought it was Miguel. I told you, I was like, look at the fucking costumes in the panel!
Yep. I thought it was going to be, he was going to come back, and that shit was going to be all messed up in the future, and basically then they were going to have to try to figure out...
Go back in time and, like...
Or just something to try to figure out, to switch everything back.
Right.
But then all of a sudden I got to that last page in Superior, and I was like...
No! Uh-oh. I was like, already? I knew. So you seen the ghost hand, this motherfucker's like, alright.
He's all Obi-Wan.
Yeah. He's like, you can't hear me, but I'm still in there. Guys, just in case you haven't read Superior, I'm going to spoil it for you, so throw the cheese out there. In case you hadn't already figured it out, Peter Parker is back, and he vows, I will be back.
Yep.
He's literally just a little blue ghost. He's Obi-Wan fucking Kenobi.
But what did you say to me? Was this was that added at the very end, so this way it was based because of the whole entire, like...
Death threats and everybody hated it, or was this planned? Guys, what do you think? Because I would love to get your thoughts on Superior. Do you think that them putting Peter Parker at the end of Superior was a backtrack to, you know, a backpedal rather, to kind of make up for everybody hating Amazing 700? Or do you think this was planned this way from Jump Street? Ignore what fucking Slott says, ignore what Cressida says, because they're going to lie to you. So let's just fucking discuss this amongst ourselves.
I'm going to say I think it was from the get-go. Because I think he knew... Because if you remember, I think, what was it, like about 6 months before 700 was even coming out, he was like, yeah, you're all going to hate me.
Okay.
Slott said that. So I think he knew that he was going to get... everybody was going to be so pissed off at him that it was kind of like... Because let's be honest, I mean, he's a good writer. I
liked a lot of the stuff he wrote. I didn't care for Alpha.
Alpha sucked.
I even liked Spider Island. I'm gonna throw it out there. I thought it was a fun
Spider
story.
Island, it reminded me of the old 90s 6-issue, like, Return
fucking
of the
Eric
Sinister
Larson
Six.
type shit, yeah.
Yeah.
And
when we got into it.
I mean, you know, like, every writer is going to... that's kind of why I got mad, was because to me, everybody knew Peter Parker was coming back. and why resort to this gimmicky shit? But
Let
if this is
let us sweat it out a little.
If this is how they're gonna, degrade Spider-Man back to the everyman superhero that was Steve Ditko and Stan Lee's vision of the character in the first place, alright, we have to sweat it out. I think it's a fucking stupid way to do it. That's just my humble opinion. But I'm done bitching about this. That all having been said, my thoughts, my aspirations for the future, I didn't hate this.
Okay, so let's go to 700.
Alright.
Let's go ahead. Let's start at 700.
That I hated.
You hate it?
Yeah.
Okay. I actually didn't mind 700.
Okay.
I actually kind of liked it. I knew exactly. I mean, you knew that's how it was going to end. When he said, "You're all going to hate me," as soon as 690, what was it, 698 came out, you knew where this was going.
I had no idea this was going to happen. I had no idea this was what it was going to do.
Totally saw that coming. I kind of liked it. I actually kind of enjoyed it. What got me was when Avenging 15 came out, and Superior Spider-Man was just a dick. He was a giant asshole.
And he's not Peter Parker as much as he's, I guess, trying to be, or whatever. And I obviously that's how he's gonna fucking alienate everyone. Is everyone gonna be like, wow, what the fuck happened to him? And he's already doing it at Horizon with his colleagues.
Right.
All that together, though, I like the way Ock is using his science against criminals.
Yes.
Like that whole thing where he fought the new Sinister Six,
and he puts the
power
nanos,
dampeners and everything, and scratched them with the nanites and shit,
and put them into this way. He's like, and he's on the date with Mary Jane, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm listening to the Sinister Six right now." She's like, "Shouldn't you be going?" And he's like, "No, I'm just figuring out what they're doing."
She's gonna know. She's gonna be the first one to know something's up.
Well, Carly already knows.
But I think. I'm not sure if they're going to have Carly tell MJ, or if MJ's going to go to Carly and Carly's going to be like, holy shit, that maybe now it all makes sense.
I'm going to say MJ goes to Carly.
Yeah, because they're like bosom buddies now, Tip Joe not included. That was for you, Ramon, wherever you are today.
Yes.
But, I like Ock using, and I think Spidey Peter Parker could probably learn a few things from... and that's probably what's going to happen, is that he's going to take all the shit that Ock made and really become a superior Spider-Man.
You know what's going to really piss me off? If they continue with Superior Spider-Man, and it's both of their psyches combined into one.
Let's hope not.
That honestly will seriously piss me the hell off.
Like every now and then, just you get like fucking Peter's gonna be fighting somebody when he's back as Spider-Man, and Doc Ock's just gonna give him a flash of Aunt May naked, something like that.
Yeah,
that's horrible.
Yeah,
that was for you too, Ramon. Just so you can go fuck yourself. Try to jerk off now, asshole. Booby blog my ass. Aunt May naked.
Yeah.
Old grannies.
Should I draw it for him?
I think you really should.
I should.
You totally should.
You know what I would love to see though? Getting away from this, because that whole entire image of Aunt May naked is still kind of creeping me out.
Yeah, it probably should go. I think we just lost about 5 fans from that.
That's alright. Anyway, I would actually love to see, and this is a nod back to Spider-Man back in the early 90s with Doc Ock and the Sinister Six. I would love to see Peter walking around in a white suit again. Because that's what Doc Ock was always wearing, was the white suit. I think that would be an awesome little nod to something talking about continuity.
That's good.
I would love to see him just, all of a sudden he's wearing his white suit, black shirt, white tie, and just whatever. I think that would be
fucking
awesome.
Cool what do you think about, like, if he's at Horizon Labs and he's actually using the arms to do some shit?
Yeah, I could totally see that.
There could be a lot of, like nerd porn thrown into this for like for the Spidey fans that have been around for a while. My buddy Eddie D'Angelini from California. I'd love to know what you think of all of this too. I'll have to hit you up. But before we conclude, I just also want to say I saw this at the New York Comic Con this past year. Dark Horse Presents issue 19 came out. X is back. The fucking X Killer was one of my 1990s guilty pleasures. Very, very thrilled to see. X was, if you're not familiar with the character, he's kind of like the Punisher meets Snake Eyes. This dude would kill you with guns, swords, whatever, and he would give you a chance. If you were a criminal, he would cut your face, or he would send you a picture with half your face cut, or just somehow he would give you a cross. And if he crossed the X, you were dead. Very happy to see Dark Horse bringing him back in style. Nice painted cover, good art in the front.
Speaking of guilty pleasures, I was actually kind of upset this week.
Why?
They killed my guilty pleasure.
Dark Walk?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen with that, but
What issue? What
Avengers Arena.
No.
You know, the whole entire Hunger Games ripoff.
Right.
But yeah, they just...
Which is really a ripoff of Battle Royale from Japan.
Yeah.
Which was really a lot crazier. Seen that?
But yeah,
or Reddit.
I'm kind of upset about that. I love Darkhawk. I
know
actually,
you do.
Yeah.
I was actually wondering how you were going to work Darkhawk into that conversation because I know that is your guilty pleasure.
Yeah,
you did it well done.
Yeah,
that's good. I actually am not up to date on Avengers Arena, but I'm enjoying it. I know it's a Hunger Games ripoff, and I know they're just capitalizing on the popularity of the concept, but
even the third cover, it's just like, hey, look, let's take the Avengers thing and put it in the Mockingjay pin and just like put it on fire. It's like, are you kidding me? But I'm still reading it. So what does that mean?
So yeah, who's the asshole here? Here's my money.
Basically.
Speaking of money, real quick, guys, you'll notice the Castle Grayskull sword holders and business card holders. I picked up the swords, the letter openers, He-Man and Skeletor from New York Comic Con and San Diego Con. I was not at San Diego. I ordered it from eBay, but the castles were just released this past week from Entertainment Earth. It's like... Well, I'm a fucking child, what can I tell you? And I'm the biggest He-Man nut around. So, yeah, I thought those were really cool, so I decided to stick them on the round table that isn't round to share it with you guys. So, I guess we'll see you guys next week then.
Sounds good.
Rich, thanks for being on.
Anytime.
Spidey.
Alright.
Let us know what you think, guys. Questions at Pete'sBasement.com, Facebook.com/Pete'sBasement, and follow us on Twitter. Come on, do that now.
Amen.
We don't have a lot of Twitter followers. Go do it now.
You don't?
No, not really.
I'm not on Twitter, so.
That's all right.
Okay, first up, segment this week. Now, you may ask why? Why? So early in the year, why are we having segments? Well, first episode was Pete in the fetal position. Second episode was great, awesome, but what you didn't see is Pete bought an axe. Third episode, well, Superior Spider-Man came out this week. I'm not going to the basement when Pete has an axe in that issue. No, it's just not going to happen. So, I'm doing it from the safety of my home. Damn it. First up, we have Boom. Boom Studios Supurbia. Excuse me. This is good shit. If you haven't picked up the first volume, I highly recommend it. If you have, then you know it's pretty much about the lifestyle of a superhero team in Suburbia. In this case, Supurbia. You know, super, ha ha ha, but whatever. It's kooky, it's crazy, they're making fun of super teams. Everybody from Superman, Batman to like everybody in between. You really get a whole DC vibe, but except for there's a Captain America character and whatnot. The Batman character is gay, and it's just it's crazy, it's kooky, it's wonderful, it's awesome, and if you don't get it, you're missing out on something. And the first volume is short. Give it a chance. You know, you can't go wrong. Ghost number 3. Ghost has a long history, actually. This is from Dark Horse, and you can pick up the omnibuses. Big books, massive collections. There you go. And or you could just pick on start on this current run, which is freaking great. It's fresh start, new explanations where you get to grow with the character, and the art is superb. I mean, really good shit. It's okay. See, the OCD in me is like, wait, what's superb? I mean, everybody's art is different. I can't compare this artist to the superb art of Jay Lee, but it's superb for what it is, for what this is. It's about Ghost, and it's really just done well. And thank you for sharing that OCD moment with me. Next, we have Star Wars number 1 from Dark Horse. Dark Horse, I've been really trying to get into the Star Wars books, and I have recently. They're pretty damn good, actually. And this is their first jump into the main characters, the actual books, movies that came out. This is between episode 4 and 5, New Hope and Empire Strikes Back, and it's good shit. And the art, Jesus, I really thought it was gonna be cheesy and stuff like that, but damn. DC Earth 2 number 8. Well, at first I was really iffy about it. The whole gay Green Lantern thing irked me because it was more of a gimmick. Not because he was gay, mind you, but when the fact that he's gay becomes a big part of the book instead of the character itself, it's like, And in this, we can compare Earth 2 to Ultimate Universe in Marvel, in which they're just doing crazy shit. And in this one, Wonder Woman has a daughter, and she works for Steppenwolf, and it's just, damn. You know, technically it was a spoiler alert, but I'm not throwing up no cheese, because just read the damn book. This is a really good jumping on point, I would say. I liked it. I like it a lot. Next we have Fairest 11. Now for those of you who don't know, this is from Vertigo, an imprint of DC, and Vertigo does good shit. It does. And Fables is one of their best books, period. One of the DC's best books, period. And they decided to do a little spin-off of it called Fairest, which involves the princesses, the female characters of Fairyland, of the fairy world, the fairy universes, if you will. And this one, Rapunzel, she's looking for her long-lost children. I still don't follow that completely. They haven't revealed when that happened or how that happened. Her being a very popular fairy tale, she's been alive for a very long time, and she's practically immortal because of that. And she's going back to Japan, where she's dealing with the Japanese fairy tales, which is very interesting. And it turns out that for a while there she had a lover, a female, some fox character there. I mean, really want to jump into the fairy tales of Japan, but picking up 30 books a week at least is just time consuming, horribly time consuming. And well, anyways, that aside, it's crazy. It's all over the bloody place. And the first 6 issues just won me over, and this is issue 11, and I'm still loving it. And if you haven't picked up the first 6 issues, give it a try, and you'll like it. I'm 96% sure you will. It's good. It's good shit. The Phantom Stranger #4. And it surprised me. Like, I'm thinking to myself, wait, why am I reviewing this? Oh, Justice League Dark is in it. And DC has really been trying to connect characters to characters, you know. The Batman universe is all connected. Flash is just a Flash. He's all in the world, really. So on and so forth here and there. And now their magic side, which I've been very concerned about, because I like the idea of magic in comic book universes. But it has to be done well, and it usually isn't. I mean, Doctor Strange is still around because he's just popular. DC's characters have always been iffy. They don't really last long, magical wise anyways. Zatanna is, but let's be real, she's just a hot chicken fish, and that's why. In this one we connect the Phantom Stranger with the Justice League Dark, John Constantine and his crew, and it's just really good, really juicy, and it's just, damn, you want more. But they only show up so far right now, but there's promise of later on, which is damn, just damn. Anyways, moving along. Jinn Rise #1 from IDW. I first thought this was like, ooh, genie, magic, kick-ass, fantasy. I'm down. The art's a bit toony, but I like it. I did, and I'm gonna stick around more. And this genie is very powerful and shit. And I mean, we still need to find out the rules of which wishes and whatnot in this, if there are wishes, if it's just total, you know, how it works, genie and all this stuff. But it's the first issue, and I just liked it a lot, and I recommend it. Next, we have from Image, Clone #3. This book is crazy. I mean, it takes clones, and normally you have a bad taste in your mouth of clones and stuff like that, and at least we do, especially Pete. I mean, but I don't want to talk about Pete because he's probably, you know, sharpening his axe in the basement. Anyways, pick it up. Image has been doing a lot of good shit. Image, IDW have really stepped up. Dark Horse is obviously stepping up. Valiant is freaking awesome. All their books, I'm picking them all up, and they're all good. Mind you, there's only like 5 of them, but still, they're all good. Alright. You find out you're a clone, your wife's pregnant, the baby's a clonish type of thing, I don't know. The government's behind it, the government's not behind it. It's just crazy. There's a side story with the president's daughter having some disease, and you think cloning might help it, but he has to vote against it, and it's just, it's a soap opera. It really is. It's good shit, but it's also bloody and violent. You know, covert ops and all that stuff. It's just good. I mean, there were some good books out this week. Mind the Gap, number 7 from Image. Image is again doing good shit. Now I wish I could say the same about Morning Glories. Kind of lost me Morning Glories. Kind of. Just I'm hoping you just. But anyways, when that comes out, I'll review it. Mind the Gap is a murder mystery with little twists here and there. Who did it? Who's involved? The mom seems to be involved. The boyfriend was screwed over for it. There's the person was murdered, which isn't really murder. She's in the hospital. It's her spirit's in the spirit realm, and she's taking over another body. So right there, there's murder. Now you have little astral projection type of shit. So that's like, ooh, changing it up, mixing it up. But you still have the murder mystery, and this is just issue 7. It's good. Being issue 7, I recommend if you're gonna pick it up, start picking it up because it probably won't be as jump on friendly later on. Yeah. But I recommend it, so go for it. Give it a try. Image, Repossessed number 1. Imagine a world where Ghostbusters are kind of real, except they really go after people that are possessed by demons. So you have demon-possessed busters, you know, whatever. And it pays well, but, you know, you literally got to fight a demon. It's not like you have Slimer and ectoplasmic shit all over your face. You have, like, a demon of hell ready to kick your ass and kill you. This is this book. This is badass. And it's only 4 issues. A lot of Image books that are very limited. So's IDW, Dark Horse to tell you the truth. Most of the indies. And that's why I like these books. They're very one and done. Like here, and there you go. Rarely do you have long going ones, and if they are, so far in my experiences, they've been good. I wish there'd be more of Memorial, for instance. I know they're doing an online comic book, Imaginary Fiend, and that's pretty damn good. But let's move along. Marvel, Age of Apocalypse, number 11. God, it said final battle on the cover. I really wish it was the final issue. When the whole thing is to remove a despot, and all the 11 issues have been pretty much the pursuit of that, it kind of gets annoying, and he's like, what the fuck? Now they're starting to make some moves, in which case they could like continue the series with other mutants, but considering there's barely any humans alive, I'm hoping this thing goes to an end soon. And good? Well, let's find out. 11 was okay, but the series itself is just, it has to be limited, and it should have been that from the beginning. Fury Max número 8. Nick Fury's a bad motherfucker. That's the best way to say it. I mean, damn. Just damn. And in this one, he's in Vietnam, and he's with Frank Castle, and it's just killing, and this and that. It's just, it's Punisher being a badass, being an adulterer. Just, damn. Just Nick Fury, Frank Castle, Vietnam, half-naked chick married to a senator but in love with Nick Fury and banging him on the side, cursing, violence, blood, nudity. I like that. Just, I like the Max imprint because it shows you what it is. I'm sick and tired of seeing like a naked comic book character, male or female, and some like randomly placed rubble or smoke or some shit covering up the bare necessity. If you're gonna show nudity, show nudity. If you're gonna curse but not show nudity, then you're being a bitch. If you're not gonna curse but you're gonna show crazy amounts of violence, then you're being a bitch. Show shit, you know? Anyways. Punisher Warzone. Damn, I like this. I liked it a lot. And that surprised me because I was really expecting this to be shit. I mean, Punisher against Thor. You just, it's like, no. It's like me being in Skinniest Man competition. You just don't put the two together, you know. And they did, and it worked because they have a beer and they just chill. And like Punisher's like, okay, I have no choice. And Thor's like, yeah, here's this shitty ass beer, and they're just chilling. It's awesome. They're doing this well. Punisher versus the Avengers is being done well, which normally I would think of like, no, suck my balls. No. Here are my balls, suck them. It's not gonna happen. But they're doing it well. Those are my books for the week. I picked up a shitload. A couple of them suck. I'm not gonna mention them. If you get the haul, you see which books I haven't picked up. haven't ever reviewed, excuse me. And you can tell, damn, Ramon did not care to review these books. There you go. Hopefully next week we'll be in the basement. Pete puts away the axe. Till then, have a good one.
Every time I actually say the word tweet as a verb, my soul kind of breaks in half.
A little bit of you dies.
Yeah.
It just kind of rots away. Yeah.
And cut.
And we're rolling.
That's the line of the show.
Yeah, it's like, I don't think we need to clap.
I know we don't need to clap.
Alrighty.
But the
That's
clap
what
can be
she
so
said.
much fun.